Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right, and you tuned in to another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Before we get into the mess, man, make sure you following us on all the socials, on X and Instagram at ViewerNonPod, on Twitter, on Facebook, VA Pod Watch Group, on YouTube at Viewers Anonymous. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And also, you could join up with us on Patreon at patreon.com/Viewers Anonymous. Become a viewer. Only $2.99 a month. You can join up and get to see all of our behind-the-scenes content and all the other stuff we do over there on Patreon. And then if you haven't, make sure you go to Spotify, hit that follow button, and listen to us. And you can watch us on Spotify. If you enjoy the podcast, you can actually watch us on Spotify. What's up, bro?
Can't call it, man. Just super excited to do the one that we got today. This is something that I've been wanting to talk about on a platform for a long time. So this was one of those ones, man, where it's just a great thing to go back and watch. So
yeah.
So I mean, other than getting beat down at work today, you know what I'm saying? I had something to look forward to get off and jump in the lab, man. But how about you, man? How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling great, man. Like I told you, bro, I was out and about yesterday, bro, and didn't have no windshield wiper fluid. So I was driving around the rural roads of Ohio like Ray Charles, man. And,
yeah,
you know, I finally got me some windshield wiper fluid, so I'm good, bro.
Yo, but that shit.
Fucking semis, man. Them little flaps on the back of them tires don't do shit.
Don't do nothing.
Yeah,
they don't do nothing.
They don't do shit.
Yeah, they don't do nothing, bro.
Hey, but I will say this. I didn't feel as bad knowing that my windshield was like that, because I seen a UPS driver and his whole windshield was like that too. So I was like, well, we in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So I was cool.
Yo, that's not a good way to deliver, bro.
Hey, man. I wasn't getting no goddamn package. I didn't give a fuck. I just seen I was like, respect.
That's funny though, man. Speaking of that, my truck, man. So the container to keep my windshield wiper fluid in it, man. The fucking top on it broke, so like my shit is like spilling out and shit. So I don't have a lot of windshield wiper fluid in my truck either, but it's some in there, but it's low. They got to give me a new cap to put on the top, but
they need to do that ASAP.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So today, man, we got an exciting episode, man. We are covering a classic, basically. This movie dropped in 1999, starring Richard T. Jones, Omar Epps, Taye Diggs, Tamala Jones. Who else is in this? Antoine Tanner, DeAndre Bonds, and a host of other people. We're talking about The Wood. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this movie is about a coming of age story, basically, it's a coming of age story that's told through the memories of a group of friends as one of their friends is about to get married. I feel like that was a pretty good, you know what I'm saying, synopsis. So first and foremost, 1999.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, we talk about how 1999 is such an amazing year in film. And I want to damn near say television too, though. But I got to go back and look at the TV shows.
Yeah, I have to go back and look.
Too many TV shows from 1999. But
I think I have to double check, but I believe Sopranos aired in '99, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was '99.
Oh yeah, so for sure then. But see, this is what I'm thinking, right? In 1999, we knew that the year 2000 was supposedly coming, and we were all on the edge of our seats because we knew this might be the last time anybody was going to be able to do anything in life. I don't know what made us really like think that because like if the end of the world was coming, well, they made it seem like it was gonna be the end of the world. But like if society was gonna collapse and go into chaos, like all the other countries would go first, and then it would be us because we like the last on the timeline as far as the way shit rolls. So like I feel like we would have known what the fuck was gonna happen. And we never got any word of that. And niggas was waiting until 12 o'clock. Niggas was waiting till 12 o'clock to see if society was gonna crumble. Which is I don't know why, but that is just an amazing ass thing, bro. Just thinking about all of the stupid moments that we lived through. We lived through 2000. We lived through January 1st, 2000. We lived through 9/11. We lived through 2012. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the world was supposed to end in 2012. We lived through shit. What was that? SARS.
Yeah, SARS.
We
Yep.
lived through SARS. We lived. Yep, we lived through COVID. Man, we lived through, especially being born in '88. We went through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? The crack cocaine was on its way out, but it was still prevalent. Fucking what was it? AIDS, HIV was going
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anybody that's born between 1980 and 1989, we deserve compensation. We deserve a lot of compensation, bro.
Yeah.
But the reason I said that is not only because 1999 was just a great year for film, but just to reminisce on some of the things that, you know what I'm saying, happened to us in life, because that's pretty much what this movie is about. It's about three friends who, you know what I'm saying, at one of the most major moments in one of their lives, they kind of think back to, you know what I'm saying, like all the stuff that they went through from first meeting each other to, you know what I'm saying, middle school to high school, and all of the important things you go through in high school, and just being teenagers, bro, at a time when uh, the world was a lot freer, the world was a lot more simple, um, and shit, you could just, you know, you could be on the playground and touch a girl's butt and shit. Sometimes, you know, if she liked you, you could get away with it, and if not, shit, her older brother was just gonna come whoop your ass.
I mean, yeah. I mean, especially your first day of school, we don't even know who the fuck you is, and you grabbing booties. Like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on, bro.
that's diabolical.
Yeah, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool. That's not something to do, man. But but like, look, I just want to piggyback off something that you had said though. Like, um, you know, if we got some new listeners or whatever, like we did a phenomenal episode of movies of 1999,
Mm-hmm.
and like I still, because you know, from time to time we'll talk and we'll be like, yo, we need to find another year.
Yeah,
And it's like, but I just don't know if there's going to be another year that's going to top 99. It could be a year, it could be a year that's close, but like the many amount of classics that just came out in that year, man. There's so many great movies, and
absolutely.
this was just one of those ones. And then even the actors, like when you think about Taye Diggs, Omar Epps, and Richard T. Jones. Now, Richard T. Jones maybe not to the maybe he didn't reach the heights that like a Omar Epps and Taye Diggs did
Mm-hmm.
during that time, but like his aura in this movie, just like to me, like obviously, in my opinion, Omar Epps is the best actor in this whole thing. But Richard T. Jones, like he stands out like all the time. Like every time Slim say something, the shit is funny every time.
Right.
And like he just has this way of like just standing out, even though like he's not. Now neither one of these dudes are comedians. Now this movie is considered a comedy, drama, romance, which is it's all of those things, and none of these dudes are comedians, but the shit is hilarious.
Right.
But like you were saying, like they because Roland was having, cold feet, and you find out like what he really was having cold feet about. But like these dudes are going back and kind of giving you the background of themselves, showing you their makeup, even though they're all friends and all this type of stuff, they're all different. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they were boys, they would get on Mike about, you know what I'm saying, being faithful and stuff, and always loving, like, you know what I'm saying, damn, why can't I remember her name? Alicia. Like, just seeing Alicia the first day of school and didn't want to fuck with nobody else. And then you got
hindsight. Shout out to Melinda Williams, who plays Alicia. But
the young Alicia, yeah,
she plays the younger version of Alicia. Alicia wasn't all that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think she's a pretty woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had her run. You know what I'm saying, in the 90s. Well, really more of the early 2000s.
Time out. No, that ain't what I mean. Melinda Williams is fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like the way that they tried to like make her.
Oh,
sing, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they seen her, they stopped, look like, nah, she wasn't.
Yeah. Like the like when Mike got a number at the dance and they was like, I got 7. He was like, I got 7. It was like, oh, you got Alicia's number? Oh man, that's better than all 7 of these.
Yeah, man. Like, nah, Alicia, don't get me wrong. Alicia was cool. Like, she was fine. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's a W. That's a very good W. But it wasn't like the way that they was hyping her up to. You know what I'm saying? Like the hype train wasn't there for young Alicia. You know what I'm saying? Young Alicia was cool though. But she wasn't, she wasn't like breathtaking.
Yeah, like, not to the point of like you said, that's probably the most pivotal moment right there. It was like, exactly. I got 7 numbers. How many you got? I got 7, man. We got a tie. And he was like, well, Mike, how many numbers you got? I just got 1. Alicia? Damn, man, she better than all them girls in there, man. You won the bet. He's like,
and I'm gonna tell you why I just came to this conclusion, because I just found out through IMDb that Christina Milian went to that school. So, so knowing that Christina Milian went to that school too, bro, get Alicia out of here, fam.
Hey, that's funny. Yeah, and out of all the years of watching this movie, I didn't know until you brought it up off camera. Bro, that she was in IMDb. She was one of the girls at the dance.
Yeah, they got her billed as girl at the dance.
And now I got to go back and watch that scene because now I got to find her.
Yeah, because like, what made you just see Alicia was like, and she been walking around the school the whole time. You know Christina Milian just floating throughout school, and you see Alicia and be like, "Oh man, she's so no nigga." Christina Milian right across the street. That's what you're supposed to be oohing and ahhing about.
Nah, but I think like Mike and Alicia's like dynamic like throughout this movie, their chemistry was dope. Their chemistry was dope, and it was cool that when they was in high school and shit, how they could confide in each other. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you what Mike fucked up at, right? If you got a female friend, as cool as y'all were, and talked about the things y'all talked about, and you still ain't getting no ass, you got a girl giving you the inside scoop on girls, and you still can't get nothing. Come on, Mike.
Hey man, hold on. So first off, this is like a time period thing too, right? So this was what, the 80s?
Yeah, so the dance was 86.
Okay, yeah, nah, see, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Because this is when you used to have the the types, right? You had used to have different categories of women, right? So used to have the good girls, used to have the nerdy girls, used to have the popular girls, used to have like the cheerleaders, because the popular girls and the cheerleaders was two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Somewhere along the 90s they kind of meshed together, but in the 80s they was two different things, because the cheerleaders was like the athletic girls. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
popular girls are just the popular girls. They was like the pretty girls, the plastics. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that know that reference,
Hey, but this
salute.
motherfucker brought out Mean Girls.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We do this. We do this. You know what I'm saying? They was the plastics. That's the you know. But there was also this one group of girls, and if you was able to contact anyone from this group, you know, you could do whatever you wanted to do. And those were the fast girls.
Okay,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying? Now the
following.
fast girls, those are the girls who grew up a little, you know what I'm saying? A little, they was a little more mature than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Her boyfriend was probably like 22 in real life. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of older siblings or a lot of older cousins and stuff. But you feel what I'm saying? She used to let you, you know what I'm saying, touch a boob, get a kiss, you know what I'm saying? And if you was cool enough, she'd let you do it. And that's back when you wasn't having sex, you was doing
Yo,
it. Yeah.
hey, but let me tell you what you sound like. Let me tell you what you sound like.
Yeah.
So you remember the part when they were going to the dance, they had to do the breath test. So they
Oh.
was like, so their breath was kicking like Bruce Lee. So they
Mm-hmm.
was like, hey, so let's go to the little mini mart or whatever. Go to the mini mart. And then they go get the Tic Tacs, and Mike go grab the orange. He's like, no. He's like, good choice, wrong flavor. And
Fact.
he's like, why? He was like, all right. He's like, you want me to give? He's like, I got him. He was like, see, Tic Tacs. He was like, man, it's a great thing. It's small, pack a lot of power. And he was like, man, he said the way they was doing
Broke
he
it
said,
down,
he
man.
said, man, he said they had breath mints down to a science. He said you would
Yeah.
thought they was at Harvard, like professor at Harvard breaking down the stuff. He was like, all right. He said, what about gum? He's like, I got it. He's like, listen, the thing with females, never chew. Hey, boy, he just broke that shit down like a science, boy. This
I
motherfucker
mean,
said,
because it
bad
is,
trip.
man. Like you got to think of this, right? Because this is another thing that I really loved about this movie too, was that not only did like you see those type of things though, like they went through like the normal average things that young boys, you know what I'm saying, go through. Like we mentioned you know what I'm saying, the playground thing earlier where, you know what I'm saying, you on the playground, somebody run up to you like, hey, there go, you know what I'm saying, there go Elise, I bet you won't go touch her butt. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or like, you know,
Mhm.
you about to go to a dance. Now, see, this is the thing. I don't know where they got their science from, but the gum is key in everything. The
Okay.
Tic Tac is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 80s, the Tic Tac had a different formula or whatever, but the Tic Tac was cool. By the time it got to the 90s, it had way too much sugar in it. So you
True, and but the whole thing that and I get it, like you know what I'm saying, the top of your head be moving when you chew, but I feel like chewing became like sexy at some point.
yes,
So it
when they had to when they used to look at your jawline and shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like you said, so maybe in the 80s, maybe it wasn't cool to chew,
yeah.
but like once like late 90s and early 2000s,
Man. Hey,
man, a good chew, you know what I'm
yes.
saying? The girl will like that shit.
Bro, I was a gum connoisseur in high school, bro. Gum connoisseur, had gum on deck, bro. Everybody that I hung out with had gum. You could it would if you came to school that day and didn't have gum, you knew it was three things you could get at school from somebody that we hung out with. It was some Flamin' Hots, some Carmex, or some bubblegum.
Let me tell you about. I stayed with. I don't know why, but my brand of choice was always Winter Fresh. I don't know why.
Winter Fresh.
Like, yes, Winter Fresh was my shit. I don't know why. If I wanted like just like. I mean, I guess the way I looked at it was like, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted my breath to be fresh just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Because I'm trying to think. You what? 3 or 4 years older than me?
I'm 40. I just turned 40.
Okay. So you only 3 years older than me. Cool. Remember when Orbit hit?
I do remember when Orbit hit. Yes.
Hey man, you talking about a frenzy? Everybody in the school had Orbit, bro. There was no other gun when Orbit dropped. I stuck with the double mint, but I always kept a pack of Orbit.
Yeah, and back now, you know, if we got some younger listeners, you could get a 5-pack, 25 cents.
Oh man!
All you needed was a quarter, but that was it. A quarter for 5 pieces of gum.
And you was good. You was good for the whole week.
I'm telling you, that was a different time.
Yeah,
that's a different time. You know what else you was good with? Like man, back then
you get a bag of chips.
Yo, you could get $5, bro, in gas and be good for about 5 days.
For sure. You could take a quarter. Matter of fact, you can take $1. You can go get you a bag of chips. You get you a honey bun, and you can get something to drink and some candy, bro, with $1 back in the day, bro.
Oh yeah, I was watching this thing on Instagram, and it was like if you old test type of thing, and it was like you could go to the store, and it was like you could get, you know what I'm saying, like you said, it was a bag of chips. You can get one of those jug things. You know what I'm saying? Some gum, a Debbie cake, all that type shit for just $1.
Man,
like,
clean up.
Yeah, you can clean up, man. Like,
and then it's wild. Your uncle come through, you know what I'm saying? The uncle that you don't really see like that, and he throw you a 10. Oh, it's up. It's up. I'm buying everybody something. What's up? Let's walk to the store.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to splurge. This is where tricking started.
Hey, what did Jim Jones say? Balling.
Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's where every young boy learns the trick, bro. Is when your uncle used to give you that little hot 20 or that hot 10, go right to the corner store. Everybody walk to the corner store, grab what y'all want, and we gonna walk back. We gonna have a good time. We gonna chill, have fun outside, all that, bro. And that's when the girls start liking you, because you always was the one who was able to buy everybody all the little honey buns and cinnamon cakes and all that stuff.
Yeah, but no, though, like so my thing with what was so funny about this movie, right? So when you think about it, you know, it starts off, and I do like how they did like the what they call it, breaking the fifth wall joint, where you know Omar Epps is talking to the camera and you know what I mean, all that type shit, and so you know they're prepping for the wedding, can't find Roland, so they get a beep, which is crazy because I mean, like there were cell phones in '99. That's why I don't understand.
It was still pages in '99.
I mean, it was a few, but you know, so they get a page. It's Roland's code, but you know they don't know the number. They call the number, and it's Tanya, which I like how they brought it back because I'm pretty sure you were paying attention, but like when they went to the dance as juniors. And Roland was outside, and they was like, "Ro, man, what you doing?" He was like, "Man, I'm hiding from Tanya ass." He said, "Man, she talked too damn much." And it's funny. I like how they brought that back because
did talk too damn much.
Yeah, Tanya did talk a lot. So, and Mike was like, "Man," when they called, you know, Roland called. I know Slim called. He was like, "Man, he's at Tanya's." And then he was like, "Man," he's like, that was like his first love. That was his first.
Yo,
So,
I'm gonna tell you what was funny, bro. When she had walked past, he was trying to either smacked her ass or grabbed her ass. Ass fat. They was like, man, you about to get married, bro. What the fuck are you doing? That shit was funny as fuck, bro.
Hey, man, that's my hey, but man, y'all got to get out of here, man. He was like, I'm trying to make her ass jiggle, man.
Yeah. Nah, but see, this is the funny shit too, bro. It just shows you like the differences of like how the generations are. Like for this nigga to be hiding, and then this nigga got the, as they used to say back in the day, this nigga got the cold feet. You know what I'm saying? He was nervous about getting married. Nowadays, like it ain't like that. Like dudes be jumping at marriage now.
Well, you know what? Like if you really think about, you know what I'm saying? So you remember the conversation they was having, you know what I'm saying, when they closed in the dry cleaning, they was wearing all the little, you know what I'm saying, funny looking clothes. And he was like, look, he was like, I love Lisa and like I want to marry Lisa. He was like, I was thinking about all the things that I was gaining and none of the things that I was losing. And that also goes to that conversation of where they kind of disagreed with what Roland was doing. Because see, Roland's whole thing was he was marrying Lisa and moving.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, you tell your girl to get a job where you at. And he's like, well, she already got a good job, so I'll just go where she at. Now, one thing that they never describe in this movie is what either of them do for jobs. We don't know where they work.
And none of that shit mattered when you found out it was Lisa Ray.
I mean, yo.
Whole time this nigga getting cold feet, only to find out he about to marry Lisa Ray. Like, what are you getting cold feet for, bro?
Look, I feel you, man. If anybody feel you, I feel you.
Yeah,
but I'm just
like, nigga, this is a W.
All right. So this is what I'm saying. Like, so the whole conversation of you know, Slim is like, yo, he's like, man, make her move where you at. You like, be a man. And then he asked Mike, and Mike was like, because he said, yo, she got a good job. I'm going to where she is. And then Mike was like, look, like you got a point. But he was like, but this is home. My thing is they never mention like what his job is. Like if Lisa works at, I don't know, is she like a CEO or something of a company or something like that or whatever, and he just works at fucking, you know what I'm saying, let's just say he just got just a regular career job. It's like, what, you could get another career job somewhere else. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not mad at him for making that decision, but like he was really like, his whole thing of cold feet was, I'm leaving the wood, I'm leaving my boys, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, to marry this woman or whatever. And I think that I don't never think that it was a doubt of like loving Lisa or anything like that. I think it was just like, yo, I'm in love with this woman, and you know, this, that, and then it's like, oh shit, I gotta move. You know what I'm saying?
And you also gotta remember, like, that's a huge life decision too. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit changes, you know what I'm saying, when you getting married, especially, you know what I'm saying, in this situation, because like you said, he leaving his friends. You know what I'm saying? You about to go on to start a family and all of these other things. You moving from, you know what I'm saying, the family you had. Like, sometimes that shit does get scary, man.
Yeah, and that was something that I never had to do. But I mean, even though the person that I did get married to wasn't from here, but they moved, you know what I'm saying, from where they was from to where I'm from. But I mean, I guess I think that, you know, thinking about the whole idea of marriage and thinking about, like he said, all the things that you would gain, but you wouldn't think about some of the things you would lose. Right. And I think that all that is just like, now Slim did say, you know what I'm saying, like he said, we barely hang now as is. And that's one of those things where I was talking to you earlier before we started recording, was one of the things that this movie always do for me is it always make me go back to like my old friendships, you know what I'm saying, like growing up in school and in high school, dudes I played ball with, you know what I'm saying, play football with and stuff like that. And it's like once you start to get older, and something that none of them have in this movie, none of them have any kids or anything like that.
Right.
So it's just like, you know, when you start, at least in my situation, you know, you start having kids, people start getting married, and you know, you either your kids play sports or you know what I'm saying, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying, like those friendships sometimes you don't always have time for them.
Right.
So it always makes me kind of when I watch this movie think back of like, you know what I'm saying, and then some of the stories that like when me and my friends would get together, some of the stories that we would go over and look at some of the similarities in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, man. Like it's nostalgic to me
Yeah.
of watching this movie, and that's why I think that this movie is timeless. I
Mm-hmm.
think this is one of those movies to me that'll never get old because you have, you know, the flashbacks that tie in, and it gives you more of their personality, and it makes you understand things. And yeah, my fault. But like, it makes you understand. You know what I'm saying, the personality of Roland, the personality of Slim, and the personality of Mike. Because I'm gonna tell you a part that really got me, and I'm gonna stop talking because I'm rambling.
Good.
Like that whole part where Roland was like, he was like, man, he said nobody got on you, man, when you went to Italy to play ball. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, man, I love ball. He was like, I love Lisa. He was like, well, why are we sitting here? It's like it's like one of those things where like when you really, and then I like how Slim like don't really be giving Roland no slack.
Right.
Like throughout this whole shit, like Slim is like drilling his ass, like to the point where he bit his own self in the foot by not pulling over and this motherfucker throwing up all in the navigator.
Yeah.
Him and Mike tried to tell him, like, yo, like you don't look good. You're like, no, you're like, we ain't going. I was like, okay. Like, but I don't know, man. Like is there any like nostalgic shit like from you watching this that it makes you go back and think about like, you know what I'm saying, some of your
Oh,
upbringing and shit like that?
yeah, 1000%, man. For me, it's when I watch it, it's not necessarily like the like them with the school stuff
Mm-hmm.
because like everybody remember the stuff from like high school and stuff like that. For me, it was more so just the fact that like they all grew up in the same neighborhood, and you know what I'm saying. Like I still got um, people that what I'm saying I connect with through like Facebook and all that stuff that I grew up with, and I was telling you offline like the my best friend, like we talk damn near every day on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
we play the game damn near every day or every other day, you know what I'm saying, on Xbox. Whether it be like 2K or we playing each other in Madden or, college football or whatever, or we playing like Call of Duty or something like that. Like it's always some type of interaction with us, whether it's through social media or whatever. So like watching this, it just kind of made me think back to like all of the funny stuff that happened, you know what I'm saying, growing up in our neighborhood. And it was crazy because um I had watched it before we got on the pod, but the last night we was actually like all me, him, my little cousins, we all on the headset talking about like all of the funny stuff that happened in our neighborhood while we was growing up. Because the neighborhood that I ended up coming to, and he was there. I moved there in 2000, and we've been like best friends since 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a 25-year history of what I'm saying, knowing somebody. Our families know each other. We call each other's mom's mom and shit like that. So um, we were just laughing about like all of the memories that we had in that neighborhood. And one of the funniest ones was one of the people, what I'm saying, we hang out with and call our brother. We was over his house playing Madden on PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was like 2004, maybe 2003, 2004. And his uncle and his dad used to live together. So we over there playing or whatever, and his uncle was putting a satellite up on the house and ended up falling off the roof.
Oh,
But before we continue, man, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got to get into it, bro. This is a very important piece that we're doing now. We have our very first ad. So let's go ahead and kick it off, my boy.
yes, sir. All right, y'all. If y'all tired of expensive energy drinks that give you little to no results, then W Energy got you covered with a selection of energy or hydration drink mix. And it also have a variety of unique and great tasting flavors. No jitters, no crash, zero sugar, zero filters, just clean energy.
That's right. With ingredients like coffee fruit extract and B vitamins, W is the best choice for energy or hydration. You can even get a cool shaker to mix your drink in with designs inspired by creators, anime, and even video games. Head over to w.gg and use the code VAPOD. That's w.gg, use the code VAPOD, and get 10% off your order. Fuel up and stay focused with W. So, back to what we was talking about. So, he was up there on the roof, putting the thing up, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. We playing the game. And on the side of the house, all you hear is, ah! That's all we heard. Bro, we come outside, bro. This nigga is literally hanging from wire upside down,
No.
bro. When I tell you that is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. We laughed about that shit forever. We was laughing about that shit last night. That's how funny that shit was. Like just those type of moments, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what this movie, you know what I'm saying? Like it gives you that feeling, bro. You have that classic, you know what I'm saying, those classic moments you had in your life, you know what I'm saying, from the first kisses that you had to, you know what I'm saying, your first girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, the first time everybody got to stay out past the, you know what I'm saying, the street lights and those type of nights, man. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, just those type of memories, that's what this movie helps you to, you know what I'm saying, bring up. Like it's that type of film. Like it's, you know what I'm saying, the fact that, you know, who was it? It was Mike and Alicia. They was in the room and you know what I'm saying, they was trying to, you know, Mike trying to get some cutty. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
This nigga was
yeah,
dancing. I mean,
yeah.
he did kinda.
Well, it was more of like you could kind of tell like the sense of like so they was leaving like the library and shit,
Mhm.
talking about the whole how he's saying that he's going like to the dance with this one girl, she going to the dance with this dude or whatever, and like but they were just having this whole conversation about like sex, right person, right time, and all this type shit.
Mhm.
So then he's walking her home, and she's like he asked her what she wearing to the dance. She's like, I got this fly red dress. You want to see it? Yeah. Fuck you mean don't want to see it?
Absolutely.
So he go up there, go to Alicia's room or whatever, and so she showed him the dress, and so he was like, oh, that's fly, whatever, and all this type of shit. So she sit with him beside the bed. This motherfucker gets up off the bed and sits in the chair, and it's like,
And that's that pressure.
yeah. When that pressure hit, you know what I mean? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So then he's like, then her favorite song, come on, Luther, If This World Is Mine. So then I guess, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that might have calmed him down because that was the first time he got courage. Because remember, he said before that dance, he never been to a dance before.
Mhm.
And Stacy told him, yo, if you happen to hear this song, If This World Mine by Luther Vandross, you go get you a dance.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the music got,
After getting his ass whooped, by the way.
yeah, well, he beat his ass the other day, but this ain't even the whole part.
Yeah.
This is the part. Okay, hold on. We're gonna put a pause on that because
Okay.
this shit is the funniest shit. So just go back to the whole breath mint thing we was talking about, the
Mhm.
gum and the Tic Tacs and all this shit. So Slim says, which I don't understand this one part, but whatever. So Slim is like, hey man, let me get me something to drink, man. He's like, man, come on, man, we gotta go. We already late. It ain't gonna take that long to open up a fucking thing and just grab a fucking drink.
Right.
But anyway, so Slim grabs something to drink, and he see Mike and Roland hiding. He's like, what y'all doing? He's like, man, get out, get out. He's like, man, they're robbing the place. And he was like, and well, like Slim see, and he was like, man, they're robbing the place. And he was like, no shit, man. Like, why you think we over here hiding? And so Slim is like, so Mike said, hey, let them rob the place, and then we'll just leave when they done. Slim said, man, do you know what the fuck we at? He was like, I got an idea. This motherfucker started shaking up the fucking soda. And then Boo walks up behind him and was like, hey man, some little dudes over here, man, the whole damn time. And they come out front. He said, oh man. He said, man, they go to school with my sister. He said, I beat home a little ass the other day, man. He took it like a G. Yeah. This motherfucker said, Stacy. He said, man, don't say my name.
Stupid, man.
Yeah, so then they's like, yo, man. He said, y'all want something? Like, nah, man, we good. So now, this whole time, Stacy's robbing the place, right? Other dude grabbing all the other things that they want. So he's like, yo, man. He said, y'all must be going to that dance tonight, huh? He's like, well, the least I can do is give you a ride. He said, that's the least I can do. And so you rob the place, and then y'all jump in the car with somebody who just robbed the place. That's a fucking blood. Bro, so now they don't know.
It's the 80s, bro. They ain't got no
cameras.
It's the 80s.
It is the 80s. Yeah. Yes, it is the 80s. So now they riding down the street. Stacy asked Boo, yo, he said, did you get the zigzags? Oh, damn, man, I forgot. He said, man, that's the whole reason why we even went in there, man, to get some zigzags.
That's crazy.
They robbed the store just to get some fucking zigzags.
Zigzags is crazy.
So he's like, so he asked
Come out. For the people who don't know what zigzags are, right? There were papers that people used to use to roll marijuana in before people were smoking blunts popularly. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what a zigzag is, it's just it's like a little matchbook filled with white papers that people roll marijuana in to make joints.
My mama never used those. She used to get that with the A1, the one that was in the gold pack. Yeah, my mom used to get those. She didn't do the zigzags. But
nobody I know ever smoked a joint. Everybody I know smoked blunts. However, my grandmother used to smoke buglers. I don't know if you know what buglers are, but she used to smoke buglers. And they used to have the little papers. And then it come with a big ass pouch of tobacco. Well, one day she ran out of the papers, but she had a whole lot of tobacco left because my uncles and them were stealing their papers. So she had to go buy some papers, and she ended up buying zigzags. That's how I found out what zigzags was.
See, I knew what zigzags was because back then, like you could buy the paper. You didn't have to be 18 to buy the papers. So my mama used to send me in there to go get them. So that's how I knew what they was.
You could buy cigarettes back then.
Yeah. I told you, I'm old enough to remember. I used to buy my aunt cigarettes out of the fucking vending machine.
Bro, no bullshit. You could go buy alcohol back in the day, bro, as a kid. All you needed was a note that said, this is my child, grandson, something. I'm sending them to the store with this amount of money to buy such and such and such, and you get it, give it to the person at the desk. You pay for it, and you had to walk your ass back home to get it. The only reason I know that this shit works because I forged the note. And got a beer one time.
Oh man, that's wild.
Yeah.
So Stacy asked the boys in the back that they want to hit something. They're like, nah. So they was in there talking. Now what was funny is Stacy was like, man, he said, I'm gonna make me a whole album about smoking weed. He said, and call it the weed album. He said, man, you give me some fresh beats like this, boy. So anyway, he was like, man, He said, you ain't get no zigzags? He was like, nah, man, I forgot. He was like, man, all I was thinking about was getting some condoms. I'm going over Sunset's house tonight. And he was like, man, let me hit it. Man, no zigzag, no drag, right?
Yeah.
So then the police hit him. So they're like, hey, man, one time behind us, you know, all this stuff. They're like, roll the windows down, you know what I'm saying? They'll put the gun under the seat, all this type shit. So long story short, obviously Stacy stole the car because he's like, yo, he's like, oh, it's my mom's car. He's like, it's my car, but it's my mom's name. And he was like, well, she got a different last name. Oh, she got remarried.
Yeah, that shit was funny. That nigga was thinking on his toes.
So the cop is like, yo, all y'all get out the car. So they patting everybody down. Now, Boo is crying like a motherfucker. Thinking they going to jail.
Ready to tell, bro.
Ready to tell. And so the one cop looked through the car, the other one, you know what I'm saying, patting him down or whatever. Mike see the gun, because this dumbass didn't put the gun under the seat. Right. He left the gun just on the fucking floor. So he starts coughing and says allergies. Stacy looking at him like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? Then he looked and he see, oh shit, like he just saved my ass. Right. So the same robbery that they just committed came over the intercom, and now that's how they got off, because they're going to the store.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, they go to talk to the man about the robbery, and that's the same robbery that got them off. So they get back in the car, and he was like, man, get your crybaby ass in the back. He said, yo, you ride up front. He was like, man, I ain't getting in the back. He said, you gonna get your ass in the back or get beat down. You know what I'm saying? All this little shit. So anyway, I bring all that up to say, these motherfuckers just go to get some gum, see a robbery, almost get locked up, go to the dance, and then Stacy have a conversation with him, give him the nickname Big Mike. He hear If This World Was Mine, and then he got all the confidence in the world. After he was in there dancing with a girl, Slim hooked him up, got him a dance, got him his first dance. Then Slim had to call him out. Man, what you doing? He was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to what works. Yeah.
My niggas start hitting the Billie Jean, bro. My niggas start getting to it.
Hey, why is this shit always funny, man?
You know what's crazy? I feel like in the 80s, like if you danced like Michael Jackson, that would have been acceptable.
He didn't look like Mike.
No, he didn't look like Michael Jackson. No. However, though, I'm just saying, like doing Michael Jackson's dance moves, I feel like should have got you in there in the 80s, man.
Yeah, probably, but I guess he just wasn't hitting it hard enough. So I bring all that up to say he here.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I almost forgot. Wasn't he saying? What the fuck was it? What he said? Like you like that or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, weak. Okay. Now I know why the dance moves failed.
Oh,
now I know why the dance moves failed. Okay. You can't say you like that.
Whew. Okay.
Gyrating with the Michael Jackson moves, bro. It's crazy.
Whew. So to go back to it.
That's a great scene.
So If This World Was Mine, come on. Mm-hmm. So he was like, yo, you want to dance? Now there was a move. You know what I'm saying? He got hard at the dance. They were dancing to the song, and he pushed her away. He said, yo, this is how we do it in North Carolina, because he was hard. And then, which I didn't understand, because I don't never remember it being a thing, but apparently it was a thing where you didn't want the girl to know you was hard, because she was like, well, this is how we do it in LA. And then the mic, you know what I'm saying, make the noise, because then she looked down, you know what I'm saying, he hard and everything's over. But anyway, so they start dancing in the room. And then
wait a minute. You said you don't remember what?
I don't remember being hard being a bad thing.
Yeah, that was definitely something that not at high school, I don't think. I think it was more so like in class for sure, but like in high school.
No, I'm talking about No, I'm talking about dancing, dude. I've been to dance. See, but
Oh no, dancing, yeah, nah, for sure, definitely not. But I ain't gonna lie, I never caught a boner dancing.
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
And
I was. I
I
guess I was.
grew up in the era where you was getting grounded on.
Yeah, on the wall. Yeah, I mean, what you
Yeah,
talking about?
no,
Yeah,
it was all like you was grinding back.
I mean, well, it depends on the
You was
situation. I was been in both situations where I
yeah,
was either
we was
on the wall or it was a situation where I was on the dance floor. Yeah. So, but I'm saying like it wasn't a thing where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hard. I don't want her to know that I'm hard.
yeah.
It's like, nah, like you feel that. You try to, you know what I mean?
You feel that? Oh yes, yes.
Hey, okay.
Oh my god, bro.
All right. Let me get back on track. So anyway, so she was like, "Yo, this is my favorite part." That she did at the dance. So this time he started kissing her, and then that's when they started getting into it and shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker get the condom and shit, and motherfucker break. So he got to go in Stacy's room. Yo, first of all, Stacy girl was clocking him, but man, she looked in that drawer. She was like, "Yo, it was 3 condoms here when I was here last. Who you fucking?" She was like, "I counted. It was 3. Now it's only 2." Stacy like, "Man, fuck all that. Come over here and finish me off." And so Stacy didn't get to get none, man. Because Mike stole the condom. But like, I don't know, man. Like, even though like that was the bet, yo, they had the pussy pot, yo. You want to talk about funny?
Okay.
Yo, you want to talk about funny?
Come on. The pussy pot is crazy.
The pussy pot. Yo, that was so funny, bud. They kept the money in the pussy pot. That was
okay.
Funny.
Let's get into it. So, I'm sure y'all never had the pussy pot, but
No.
did y'all have the race of who was going to get the cheeks first?
No, that's something that we never really did because even back when I even did the first time, like I don't even really remember even really like telling my friends.
Oh,
it was more of like a solo mission.
Yeah.
But when I think back though, yo, it was wow how I got my first time though.
I respect.
Like, yo, like shit like that don't happen. yo, this motherfucker, yo. So my sister's 7 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister had her own spot.
Right.
So she had an apartment. Yo, bro, I literally went over to the girl's place. Like my sister took me over there, picked her up, and her mom knew that she was staying the night with me and my sister, and let her stay.
She was one of them fast girls. Yeah, she was one of them fast girls.
Yo, no, it wasn't no sneak. It wasn't no sneak shit. It wasn't sneaky. None of that shit. Like her mama knew where she was going, and she knew who she was with, and let her go. Wow, but that was wild. But yeah, we never had really like no race or no bets or nothing like that. That was really kind of like a solo mission. To be honest with you, I don't never really remember us really like making a bet. Like not to like the first to like get some or something like that. Like I don't even really remember anything like a bet to touch somebody's booty or anything like that.
We had it wasn't like an actual bet, but it was definitely I bet you won't type situations.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we didn't bet any.
Going
Yeah,
up,
it was more like that. It was never like, you know what I'm saying, bet $5 or some shit like that.
It wasn't nobody that was in high school with me had money, so that wasn't it. We never did no shit like that. We didn't have no money to bet nobody.
Yeah.
All our money went towards like stupid shit like video games or lunch. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, until like my senior year, because that's when I started selling weed in school. Then I had some money, but even then it wasn't like no betting because like nobody else had money around us except for like one other person, and that nigga had a job. So
I had a job and I still was broke.
yeah, I'm sure.
Well, but
Sure. In high, like you think you getting a job in high school and thinking like you gonna have money. Looking back on that situation, it's crazy. You never gonna have no money, bro, because your mom is definitely gonna make you pay a bill.
See, that's the thing. See, it all depends on who, you know what I'm saying, who you with, how you being raised and all that type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But see, also I could only work on the weekends because I played football, I played basketball, I ran track, I fucking played AAU basketball over the summer. So I was always in the sports. So I only worked 2 days a week. So then I had my car. So my mom made me pay my own car insurance. And I had to pay my own cell phone bill. That's two checks right there. So I only got 2 checks.
Exactly. Your mama is gonna make you pay a bill, bro. So regardless of what you did at work, none of this money was going to nothing you wanted to do for real for fun.
Yeah.
This is to be responsible with.
Yeah, so I would have like 2 checks. And I even remember, dude, I first started making, so my very first job, I worked at this grocery store called Winn-Dixie. I made minimum wage. It was $5.15. Huh?
You worked at the Winn-Dixie?
Yeah, that was my first job. And then my second job, I started working at Winn. Yep. Yep, that was the first job, bro.
Yeah, I know about the Winn-Dixie, bro. That's what's up.
Yep, and then I started working at Wendy's, and so I made $6.25, and then I got a 10-cent raise, and then I ended up making $6.50, and I would bring home. I was making $60 a week, and then I started bringing home $80 a week, and it was just like my cell phone bill was $50, my car insurance was $60. And it was like, and then you add gas, and then my car was a piece of shit. I had to buy 3 quarts of oil every week because I had an oil leak.
Couldn't get it fixed whatsoever.
Hey, boy, one day it just didn't make it. It didn't make it to that. And I was gonna get the oil that day. Mm-hmm. I was on my way to school, boy. Smoke started coming out the vents.
Damn.
Blew the engine in that bad boy, man.
Man,
like, damn.
Bro, in high school, my junior year, I started selling weed, right? I was selling weed. I was selling burnt CDs, bootleg CDs.
Yeah, that was LimeWire days.
Oh, no. LimeWire, Hot New Hip Hop, RealHipHop.com, BearShare, what's the other one? Live Mixtapes and That Piff. Between all of those, I was making a killing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I used to go to the Walgreens and get 100 CDs for $5.
I remember that.
And then I used to have a laptop. My mom bought me a laptop my sophomore year. So I had a laptop in my book bag. I had the CD burner with that because the CD burner didn't come with every laptop back then. You know what I'm saying? So it was a nice laptop. Had the CD burner. Then I had the what was it? It was the what was that thing called? It was another piece that I had that I could connect to it that you could burn DVDs with. I forgot what it's called though. It's a something, but it's a disc something, but you could burn DVDs on there. So when I found out you could get like movies and stuff through LimeWire, I used to literally go to school, connect to the internet. I used to connect to the internet and download all my movies because they had like real good internet. So download all my movies that I wanted on there. And you know what I'm saying? DVDs, CDs, booming, bro, booming. I'm talking about all the Jeezy mixtapes, all the Gucci mixtapes, all the Lil Wayne mixtapes, all them joints, getting them out of there, selling CDs $2 a pop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
living the life,
It's
bro.
hustling,
Living the life, bro.
hustling. But man, before we get out of here, man, like I said, man, I'm trying to think. I don't know what was one of the funniest moments for me, but I mean that was just a lot of funny moments. Like I like the store scene when they went into the store and so he rolling. So Roland asks, he's like, "Hey man, what an aspirin at?" He's like, "On the third aisle." I must have, man, what an aspirin at? He was like, "Man, the third aisle." So he go over there, he gonna get the aspirin. This motherfucker sitting there with grits. Slim said, "Man, what you doing with grits, man?" He said, "About to make you no damn grits. It ain't breakfast." Hey, man, that shit was so fucking funny to me. I don't know why it was. And then they were telling the story about the store getting robbed.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked him, he said, "Man, why would you buy?" He was like, "Man, he said, why would you buy he said, "Why did you pop Tic Tacs in your mouth?" And, I can't remember how the scene went, but I don't know. But that's a funny scene to me. I don't know why it is, but that scene and the scene after he threw up in the navigator, that
She was
motherfucker
spraying
said,
the niggas down with the hose, bro. That
"Yep,
shit was funny as fuck, bro.
it was." But like, first of all, I want to know what did they use for Roland to throw up? Because that shit looked real.
Yeah,
The way that
was
shit was coming out of his mouth,
yeah.
man, that shit was crazy as fuck. But no, when they got in the car, he was like, "Man, these are pheromones, something. I forget what they call them." He said, "They cost me $300. Roll cost $300." I must say, "How much you pay for?" He said, "They don't matter. They worth 300." Hey, boy, that shit was so
That's
fucking
funny
funny.
as fuck, bro.
Hey, boy, because he knew, because that was the time, boy. Like,
Yeah,
man, when I tell you,
bootlegging was the
boy,
move.
I used to go to Atlanta.
Mhm.
But I used to go down there and get 3 pair of J's for $150.
Damn.
3 pair, but 3 pair.
Damn.
Man, $50 a pop, boy. You
Hey
couldn't beat
man,
it.
let me tell you something about bootlegging, bro. Them niggas found a way to bootleg the Polo outlet. It was nothing nobody could tell anybody.
Oh yeah, all the colors. You can get any color you want it.
Hey, the
Any color you
colors,
want it.
the colors, the cargo shorts, the fucking the t-shirts. Oh man, t-shirts was going crazy. Like bootlegging was the joint. And then when somebody hit a lick on the socks, you couldn't tell niggas nothing. If you had the socks on, you couldn't talk, bro. You couldn't talk to them, bro.
Bro, I bought me a North Face fleece jacket for $50.
Yeah, you was winning.
Come on, man. You couldn't tell me nothing in the bootlegging days,
Okay,
bud.
talk about what the fuck was you doing with a North Face in South Carolina?
Well, it was the fleece, man. It wasn't the big one. It was just like the
No,
fleece
yeah, that's
jacket.
the only one you supposed to get. You're not supposed to get the bubble coat. I'm saying, what
Yeah,
the fuck was you doing with a
but
North Face
hold on. That
in
ain't
South
even
Carolina?
nothing. You don't remember those? There was a time around 2000, like 2006, where there was these big ass like puff jackets, but like on the inside of it was orange, right? And they had two kind. They had like the kind that had the hood, and the other one didn't.
The
But
goose
the
down.
one that had the hood, yeah, the one
Bro,
that had the hood had fur. Yeah, man, we wore those down here. What you talking about?
for what?
Man, listen,
That's not even. Y'all don't even have the
it
weather
get
for
cold.
those type of
Yo,
coats.
it get cold, man.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all don't have the weather for them type of coats, bro. That's not
Man,
even necessary. Y'all niggas are sweating outside with them on.
no, man. I'm telling you, man. Our
Y'all,
bodies are different, man.
I can
I'm
tell because
telling
that's
you.
crazy. There's no need to have that
Hey,
on in South Carolina.
40, like 40, yo, we out there with them on, man. Yes,
40 degrees. Y'all
yes.
should be
We got them
chilling.
on. Yeah, I'm
You know what we
telling
was
you,
wearing in the wintertime?
man. Y'all got hoodies on, barely.
Nah. In 40-degree weather, for sure, you might not even have a hoodie on. You might just have like a long sleeve shirt or just like a regular t-shirt in 40-degree weather. That's decent. In the wintertime, when I was in high school, niggas had the Avrex.
I
All
remember
leather,
those,
all leather Avrex or the leather Pelly Pelly.
but that's what
Dipset, bro.
yeah, but that's not who I'm thinking about. Uh, Fredro Starr. That's what Fredro Starr had on it. Say the Last Dance.
You know what? You just made that so uncool, bro. You made that jacket so uncool now, bro.
Oh no, I think he wore. No, he had the puff jacket on in Sunset Park. He had that
Whatever,
same yellow
whatever
one
he
on every
had on,
time.
not cool. Nobody was wearing that because of Fredro Starr. I can guarantee you that.
Man, you
If
crazy,
they would have
Fredro.
seen Fredro Starr with that on, they would have stopped wearing it.
And then it was two sizes too big. Fredro Starr was only
Oh
about
yeah, for sure.
5'4", but
Yeah, no, for sure. I had a 3X. I had a 3X Avrex.
well, I mean, yeah, but that was the time though. Like I can't
Yeah.
wear anything from that era no more. Everything is so big, but it's like
Hey man, to this day, if I still could find me a 3X Avrex, I'm there. You hear me? That was one of the best coats ever, bro.
hey, boy, you gonna look like a convict that's been locked up for 20 years.
I'm with it. I take that chance. But a 3X Avrex, I'm talking about when the wind blow, you don't even feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Clutch. And then
nah.
don't be around no girls and they doing that. Oh, you in there. You in
Yeah, the
there.
coat so damn big, you can zip her ass up in it too.
Maybe. Maybe. But for sure, you know what I'm saying? For sure, you was definitely giving her the Avrex though. And then like if you was like, cause we had so it was two things, right? Like you had the Avrex, which was the thing, and then you know what I'm saying, of course, like you said, the hoodies. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, had their own hoodies and shit. So that was another thing in our high school too. Like if that was your girl, she was wearing your hoodie.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
I had a man. I don't have a whole basketball jumpsuit, man. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like this girl had it. I had a damn shirt. We had won the conference, and on my
Mm-hmm.
C team or whatever, we only lost 2 games that year.
Yeah.
Like we just dominated everybody. She had that shirt, broke up with her, never got the shirt back.
So,
Never
man,
got man.
my senior shirt is gone because of a girl I broke up with, bro.
I'm telling you, man, it's just like fuck, man.
My senior
But
shirt gone, and I had a custom. I had 2 of them. I had a custom Seattle Mariners jersey with my name and number on the back. It was with the stitching and everything.
oh,
Freshman year, my girlfriend, we was doing Spirit Week. My girlfriend didn't have no jerseys. She wasn't in the sport. She didn't have no jerseys. So, you know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna wear for Spirit Week. I think I'm gonna just go to the store and like buy a shirt or something. I'm like, nah, I got a jersey you can wear. She was like, all right, cool, just bring it tomorrow. I'm like, all right, cool, you know, house phone shit. So next day, you know, I throw the jersey in the book bag. Next day, boom, I get off the school bus. So if you know anything about the Mariners, that was my favorite team at the time because Ken Griffey Jr. is my favorite baseball player. So
same.
respect. So they had the all gray joints, and then they had the all white joints.
Mm-hmm.
So the all gray one, that's what I wore. I wore the all gray one. So she seen me at the, you know what I'm saying, at breakfast. You know what I'm saying? She come past. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's in my book bag. So she hop in the book bag. Boom. She pull it out and throw it on real quick. Now, mind you, this is like a 2X jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even. I stand 5'6" now. I probably was like maybe 5'4".
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hit my growth spurt yet. You feel me?
Hey,
5'4".
2 more inches.
Hey man, them the cards I was dealt, brother. Them the cards I was dealt. Okay, I roll with the punches. I'm 5'4", maybe 120 pounds soaking wet, bro. That I had this big ass jersey on, but I was the man because I'm the only one with the jersey that got
Mm-hmm.
it's custom. It got my last name on the back. It got my number on the back. So she went, she take the jersey, she go back, hanging with her friends or whatever. She put the jersey on. Now, we the only two people in the school with the jerseys like that. So when niggas see me, they see her, they know, oh, that's his girl. Because they got the man, we broke up, bro. I've never seen that jersey since.
Oh.
Yeah, it was tough. My uncle got me that jersey from Alaska, by the way.
Damn. Yeah, I was a Mariner fan too. I was a Mariner fan too. Yep.
Good times, bro. Damn good times. Yeah, but she took my jersey. I don't know what the fuck happened with that jersey, bro. She used to sleep in that motherfucking everything, man.
Yeah, man.
That's when digital cameras first came out too. Man, we had some cool ass shit back in the day, bro.
Yeah, we did, man. We did, and see, we part of that time where we just seen like a lot of that shit get better throughout time, phone development, like all that shit. Like it got better. The one thing I tell you that I do hate though is like that time, because them LimeWire days, there were songs that were like, maybe I guess you would call them unreleased, because like they would come out on like mixtapes and shit. So you like, there were songs like, dude, there was this one Music Soul Child song. I used to know that shit by heart. It never was released. It was on a mixtape, but I had, you know what I'm saying, but I had put it on a burnt CD or whatever. End up losing all my CDs.
Oh man,
that song is lost forever. That was a Neo song too. That was hard as fuck, but it was on like a mixtape.
Yeah.
Song lost forever, man.
Damn.
Because I lost all my CDs. Damn. And like that was just a different time in music, man, because you know what I'm saying? Because like there was some shit that came out, but it never came out on an album. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I was getting burnt CDs of, like just personally? Cassidy.
Yeah, Cassidy days. Okay. Not mad at that.
Cassidy had freestyles he would drop on realhiphop.com. And I was the only person who knew about this website in my school. Nobody else knew about this website. So I was getting on realhiphop.com, and they had it'd be new music every week that they drop. And it'd be like 20 to 25 songs. And you could just go through them and download each one of them. And so I was downloading them, putting them on them, you know what I'm saying, the Microsoft Music, what's the name? And boom, putting it in the playlist, putting it on the CD, selling them, boom, getting them off. Bro, they had the Cassidy and Freeway rap battle, the full battle on there.
Oh man,
I made a killing off of that shit, bro. That was the highest selling CD I ever had, bro. I'm telling you, niggas was like, bro, I heard you got that Cassidy and Freeway. Yep, I got you. I'm like, come see me at lunch. I got you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, shit used to be lit, man. Used to be real lit. But that's enough reminiscing, man. Let's get into. Do we got to do the Fire Flames?
I mean, I don't need to. I think it's evident what this is. Yeah, this is 5 all day, every day.
That's obvious. Yeah, no need to. It's a 5. This is a classic. This is you know what's crazy though? So you know how like culturally we got our classics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that like white people like this movie too.
I mean, I don't see how. Okay, yeah, they're not gonna relate to some of it.
No, you know, just off the comedy aspect.
But yeah, because it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that this movie can relate to anyone. I'm just saying, like, some of the parts of like the robbery, like that whole little part. It's like, all right, but like when it comes to the dance and you know somebody getting cold feet to get married, and like the whole, like you said, the spraying them with water scene. That scene was funny and shit. But like, yeah, there's a lot of things that's relatable to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never been to LA,
ever,
but I related to a lot of the shit in this movie.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we did. We barely talked about the movie today.
Shit. That's basically what the movie was. It was them reminiscing on, you know what I'm saying, shit that used to happen in their life, or shit that did happen in their life. You know what I'm saying, when they were younger. Another movie though that's like that is Friday.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Friday. I don't care who you are. Everybody loves Friday. It used to be like a cult classic thing, but no, that's just like a classic now.
Dude, Jacoby watched that shit all the time.
Bro, I used to work at this plastic molding factory. All the white people talked about was Friday. They talked about just how great this movie was. And I'm like, when the fuck did white people start watching Friday? I was so confused. It was like the Twilight Zone, bro. Because I'm like, y'all watch Friday? They're like, bro, what? Yes, Friday is amazing, bro. Smokey is da-da-da. I'm like, okay then. I'm like, yo, Ice Cube has a legit classic.
Yeah.
And another thing, white people love West Coast hip hop.
I can see that. Because I think, to be honest with you, dude, I bet you if we could have seen, I mean, we probably could find like old imaging, but like, I bet you it was a lot of white people at those NWA concerts.
Oh, 1000%. But I'm just saying, like, just in general, like, I didn't realize like how much they really loved it. It hit me today. I'm in Pizza Hut picking up an order. This dude that works there, he goes, yeah, man, I'm glad you came in here because he was like, I was back there working on something and I forgot to, you know what I'm saying, check all the orders and everything. He was like, yeah, he said your order would be done in about like 2-3 minutes. And he was about to walk off. He was like, I forgot to turn my speaker on too. He turns on the speakers. This nigga start playing Daz Dillinger. I'm like, man, white people really love West Coast hip hop, but I think I know why.
Why?
Weed.
But yeah, white people love weed.
But that's what I'm saying. It never occurred to me that like West Coast hip hop would be the thing that like white people gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? But weed apparently has brought white people into West Coast hip hop.
So you never seen? And I've only seen this one time. A white person was saying, "They make you just kill a man."
No,
you know,
no, I know that.
Hey, I've seen that before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Now that song, yeah, but when they get to going like into the Be Real catalog, like where he got solo shit, and they start listening to that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like niggas, like they love Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Be Real. But I think I know where they kind of ingratiated in, and I think it's Insane Clown Posse. Like if they was juggalos, they for sure fuck with West Coast hip hop. That makes sense. But like just random, I didn't know that.
I'll tell you another one. I got 5 on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean that's West Coast though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's another one of those ones that really took off everywhere. Where it's like you wouldn't think that shit would like hit that community like that, but it did.
For sure.
But it did, yeah.
Well, salute to all you white folks out there, man, that fuck with West Coast hip hop, man. Y'all
man, why are we talking about real quick?
Yeah.
TV off. Kendrick Lamar is 10 times better than Not Like Us. That's just my unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. I just want to say that. You're talking about West Coast music. I just want to say that. Just saying.
As far as what?
Just sounds better. It's just a better song.
Nah.
It's way better to me. Way better.
Not at all.
Way better. The first into the beat switch. Way better than Not Like Us.
The first part of it?
The first and the second part.
The first part I would like to see that. But the second part, The second
I don't
part,
ever want it. Wasn't Black Grand National?
yeah, that's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
wrestling.
That shit
Give me what
hard.
they ask, man. That shit hard
But
as
nah,
fuck, man.
nah.
That shit way better than Not Like Us,
I'm gonna
man.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I don't. I'm gonna say not really as much, because Not Like Us, for me personally, it has a lot of like hyphy elements to it, and I was a huge fan of the hyphy movie. Like I start no, I mean like for real. Like nigga, I listened to the Pack. Like I knew about Little B before he was Little B.
Yeah, see, yeah. You
Yeah.
fuck
Like
with a
my
lot of the underground shit.
ringtone in high school was the Van song.
Like the shoes?
They made a song about Vans. I got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. That was my ringtone.
Never heard it.
I I know that's what I'm saying. So I was listening to them. I was listening to Kafani. Um, bro, just the hyphy movement was just something that I fucked with. Like Bay Area music is already hard. You know what I'm saying? Too Short, fucking E40 and all that. But when hyphy came out, like when they was doing that shit, bro, you couldn't tell me nothing. That shit was fire, bro. The sound to me was just fire. So Not Like Us has a lot of those elements to it. TV off does too, but not like Us does. The Not Like Us beat to me is fire. But the shit he was talking about on Not Like Us too is crazy.
That I'm sorry, that beat is annoying as fuck to me.
Nah.
I just all right. We went off, but you were just talking about West Coast music, and it's just like
for sure.
it's just like yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into to the coming soon, bro.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
Ah man. If you are a fan of Leonardo DiCaprio, if you are a fan of Margot Robbie, then you are going to be excited because the next episode that we are covering is The Wolf of Wall Street, based on a true story, or somewhat a true story. Not gonna lie, a lot of fabrication in this movie. A lot of fabrication. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe one of the realest parts of that movie is when he was blowing cocaine in old girl's butt. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So tune in to the next episode. You know what I'm saying? And vibe out with us, man. We're gonna be talking about The Wolf of Wall Street. That should be very fun. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you too have an amazing story about what happened on your prom night, hit us up and let us know on the socials as we mentioned before, or you can hit us up personally. You can find me on X at Scoops Bronson. I got a link tree in my bio. You can follow me everywhere else there. That's all I got.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. Got a new episode will be coming out this weekend, so be looking out for that. And that's all I got.
Oh, my fault. Real quick, last but not least, make sure you do follow us on X if you are listening. We hold spaces every Monday. Last Monday we didn't do it because it was coming off of Valentine's Day, and I didn't know what everybody's plans was and stuff like that. So I kind of just let it go to the wayside, of course. But this Monday we'll be back 7:30 around that time. Just make sure you follow us on socials or on X. That way you can get the alert. Jump into the conversation, man. This is your opportunity to actually come up and talk with us. This is your opportunity to just listen to us live if you don't want to talk to us. If you ever want to get input, have questions or anything like that, feel free to do so. It's an open forum, so we just talk about pretty much whatever. We usually start off with a topic, but then we end up going off into the deep end. And we just talk about anything else. Screen Actors Guild will be this Sunday, so we'll probably start off talking about that, and then by the end of it, somehow, some way, we'll be talking about something that has nothing to do with nothing. So join us, come have the conversations, man. Let's talk about some movies. Let's talk about some TV shows. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You're more than free to come chop it up with us, but it's only on X. So join X or Twitter, whatever you still call it. And follow us. Make sure you join the spaces and let's have a good convo. and we would greatly appreciate it if you do. Can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Without you, there could be no us. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.